I love New Year's. I love the idea of starting new. I love the idea of new year, new you. But let's be honest, us humans, we try to start over on the new year. We make resolutions and we set ourselves up for success in the best way we know how, whether that be by buying new workout equipment, eating healthier, or saving more money. But let's be honest, most of us, we don't make it to the end of the month. But not me, not this year. Now, I know that there is literally no difference between December 31st and January 1st, but just the idea of new is good enough for me. Now, I personally don't like the word resolutions. I feel like there's too much stigma around it. Instead, I'll just be making goals. And to help me not lose sight of my goals for this year, I'm going to be making a goal/mood/vision board, whatever you want to call it. By writing down my goals, I will not lose sight of what I'm working towards and things that I want to achieve this year. So, as I craft and make my display, I'll be explaining what each picture means to me and why I have it as a goal. So, let's go! Okay, so the first thing you're going to need is your base. I'm using a canvas just because I want to be able to reuse it. Then you'll need a pair of scissors and some tape, along with all the pictures that you want to use on your vision board. I started out by just printing out a marble background like off of the printer, and then I cut it down to size and pasted it on my canvas to make an even background. And I really like the way that marble looks. I think it looks really clean and professional. So yeah, I just cut them out and pasted it onto my canvas for a background. Once I had my background made, I started planning out how I wanted to organize my pictures. I decided that on the left side, I wanted to have everything for YouTube and like anything technological on the left side, and then the right side would be more personal goals for like mental health and stuff that goes along with that, and then in the middle would be just kind of more tangible things. So I went ahead for my YouTube and put 150 subscribers because I definitely want to reach 150 subscribers. I would like to keep growing my channel, but I think that 150 subscribers is something that I could easily reach this year. I also put down a computer that I really want to get, and I really plan to have it at the end of the year. And then I put down a podcasting type of microphone. I have some projects I think this would be really cool to use for. So as you can see on the right hand, I'm putting a long list of vocabulary words, and that is because I think it's really important and it's a goal that I have to improve my vocabulary this year. The next thing I put down is a little square, and it says make a list for yourself. On the left side it has energy drainers, and then on the right side it says energy givers, and this basically is just to remind me that I need to focus and just kind of be aware of what drains my energy and what gives me energy, just so I can be a little more hyper aware of myself and how I act, because I think it's really important to just continue to learn about myself. On the bottom right hand side, there's another list, and then this one says non-essentialist and essentialist. This is just to remind me I want to be more of an essentialist instead of a non-essentialist, meaning I want to be able to focus my energy on things that are important to me In the middle, I put down 3 pictures that are more tangible. On the left-hand side, there's a picture of a bridge, and on the bridge, there's a quote, and it says, "Remember of when you dreamed of being where you are now," which is something that I really need to remind myself of, because not only do I know that there's a lot of stuff ahead of me, but I think it's really important to take a minute and stop and think about how grateful I am for where I am now. And it is true that there was a time where I dreamed of being where I am now, so I just need to make sure that I remind myself to take a minute to stop and think and just really appreciate where I am. The next thing I added was a picture of a library, and this is to remind me that there is a bunch of things that I want to learn this year. In fact, I made a list of just things that I want to learn. I'm going to read you a couple things off of the list that I made to give you an example. But I just sat down and made a list of just things I wanted to learn about. And this list is everywhere. There's stuff on my list that says learn what makes a computer, and then there's something that says chess. And the picture of the library reminds me about all of the things that I wanted to learn this year. The last picture on my mood board is a picture of a place in Omaha, Nebraska, which I want to visit. It's a travel destination that I want to go, a travel goal, if you will, and it is an indoor, terrarium. It's the biggest indoor rainforest in North America, and I want to go visit it. And that's why I put it on my mood board, because it is a goal to go visit that place this year. Alright, and that brings us to the end of making our mood board. If you liked this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, leave a comment if you liked it. If you didn't, then just stick around. And if you made a mood board along with me, that's awesome. Leave me a comment. I'd love to know. I'd love to see it. And with that, I'll see you next time. Bye!